Next, we're going to be talking about how NFL, that's right, the NFL, is modern day slavery. Did you know that? Did you know that players are essentially slaves? This is an actual thing that Colin Kaepernick has now said in his new documentary. Why he's got a documentary, I don't know. He supposedly wasn't even a very good baseball or football player. I don't watch football. I do when I'm hanging out around my uncles and my brothers, but I don't follow sports very much. I'm more into games and politics now, and that's kind of consumes me. Let's look at this. Colin Kaepernick is slammed for comparing NFL to slavery in a new Netflix documentary. Black players are inspected by white coaches before appearing in shackles on an auction block. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Oh, goodness. This guy needs to do anything to maintain his position as some sort of spokesperson, role model for the anti-racism movement. I'm sorry. America's not racist. Get out of here. It's not. You're crazy, Colin. And that has nothing to do with your skin color. No, I'm sorry. Don't even think about trying to do that. You're crazy because you're making stuff up now. And look at it. Listen to this. I'm not going to read this whole article because it's rather long. I'm just going to read the bullet points. Thanks to Daily Mail because they always do this. In Colin Kaepernick's new Netflix special, Colin in Black and White, former NFL player Colin Kaepernick compares NFL training camps to slavery. He said potential players are paraded out in front of coaches, scouts, and owners who measure their physical talents and on-field abilities. Because they're playing a sport and they want the best players. It's called meritocracy. The best players make the team better and win. Oh my gosh. Anyway, oh, just like slaves. Oh, no boundary respect, Kaepernick, who earned an average annual salary of $19 million during his playing days, continued no dignity left intact. He made $19 million a year. Okay. If these guys weren't getting paid at all, maybe. You know what? I would entertain the idea. Like, yeah, okay, they're not getting paid. That's pretty. These guys are getting paid millions of dollars. In fact, according to the statistics, the annual average player salary in the National Football League between 2019 and 2020, who knows if it's gone up or down, is $4 million. $4.7 million is the Falcons. So I guess $3.2 million for the Patriots, which was last. The lowest average is $3.2 million a year. $3.2 million a year. Think about that number. These NFL players are getting these positions because they're good at football. And they're getting paid millions of dollars a year to play a game. Now, I admit it's a rough sport. These guys are getting injured, sure, but they're getting paid millions of dollars to do so. Getting paraded in front of coaches, white coaches. Oh, so are all coaches white? No, of course not. Seriously? They're turning everything into racism. Everything. It's just insulting. You know what? I got to bring this video up. It's on Instagram. I saw it the other day. I don't know if you guys know PragerU. I want to play it because it sums it up so well.
Jordan Peele saying, I'm not interested in telling white stories. I don't know what that means. You have Seth Rogen saying, I'm not going to hire white people anymore. All these people that made their money already. All these people that did in that same system that has been, they're screaming is super racist and super turned off. Now they're doing the exact same thing and stating it. They will say some of the most disgusting things around me, and I know they're only comfortable because I'm a black guy. I know it. I don't think it's funny that you say I don't like to hang out with white people and laugh. I don't think that's funny. That's terrible. Agreed. It's okay you don't hire that guy because he's a tall white guy. It's okay that you do hire that guy because he's a black guy. That is racist. Plain and simple. That is racist. Why would I want to be a part of that? That's the thing that really started to upset me. Do I see a white man coming towards me and be like, he's racist, and here we go? Because that's the ideology I was raised in. Old white men initially, you're racist. So I saw color, but I saw it from an evil standpoint and from a gross standpoint. And then I find out that wasn't true. That's the only thing that had pushed me away from the left, was actually then going out and finding out for myself and not just trusting a book that was told to me or the TV show that told me how to think. You have these young black boys and black girls looking for an answer, and you got Oprah telling them, oh yeah, it's white privilege. What country in the 80s would allow a fat black woman to have a daytime talk show that now she is one of the richest people on the planet? That was here in America.
Boom! That was here in America. Thank you. That was
You have people like Jordan Peele saying, I'm not interested in telling.
He's great. I really like PragerU. But that's not just Hollywood. That's everywhere. I mean, that's the way it is. We are not a racist country, despite what these Democrats are just trying to convince everyone. Nay, they have convinced a lot of people. They've got people like Colin Kaepernick coming out with a documentary about how NFL is the new slavery. What? It's just ridiculous. They're getting paid millions of dollars to be physically fit and play awesome on a football field. I don't see any of them complaining. They're out there playing football and getting paid for it. Pretty sure slaves didn't get paid for their work. Isn't that the entire thing about it? You kind of are forced to work for someone else and you don't get paid for it because they own you. Do these coaches own these players? Are these players not allowed to do whatever they want with their millions of dollars? Are they not allowed to go buy houses for people that need it, or for George Floyd's mother because they're awesome and support the community that is supposedly being disproportioned? Oh, no. Those players just get mocked because they have their own minds. The opposite of slaves. Someone who's actually free. Goodness sakes. Colin Kaepernick, this is embarrassing. You are a tool. Babylon Bee, shout out to them because they are funny. Kaepernick starts Underground Railroad to help other NFL stars escape to freedom. All I know, I don't know much about Colin Kaepernick other than his political stance and the fact that he wasn't very good. He was mediocre, I guess. He wasn't an all-star. He wasn't a Tom Brady. He wasn't anything special. He was a quarterback, but he wasn't, whatever. Mediocre. What happens with mediocre players when they can't do well? Well, some of them transition to become a woman and dominate a different side of the sport. Looking at you, Laurel Hubbard from Down Under, or Kiwi Land, New Zealand. Right. Was a male weightlifter until 2011 or something, when they were like, I suck. I'm going to be a woman now. And then they dominated and broke records. That's the world we live in right now. Babylon Bee. Remember, Babylon Bee is not real. Okay? This is their satire, but man, are they funny. Colin Kaepernick, sad that no slave owner will enslave him no matter how many times he tries out to be a slave. That's kind of brutal. Shame on you, Babylon Bee, for going that far. That's kind of brutal. But he's not even a very good football player, and that's shame on you, Babylon Bee. Shame on you.